Hi everyone and welcome once again to Southside Dodge Rebels this week. One might call this the bro show with all the family related news we've got for you. Plenty of game highlights as well. And a bit later on, I'm going to tell you all about this brand new special edition Rebels jersey I'm wearing today. But in the meantime, let's go back to last Wednesday night here at the NMAC Centrium as the Rebels took on the visiting Vancouver Giants. An unfortunate start to this one for the Rebels as Alex Petrovic leads the breakout from behind his net, but he leaves the puck behind. Cody Franson is right there to tuck it past a startled Devin Dubik. Early in the first period, it's 1-0 Giants. Rebels bounce back 7 minutes later on a power play. Charles Inglis starts the action to Alex Petrovic. He feeds Matthew Dumba, who fires a point shot wide. Johnny Person is Johnny on the spot for the rebound, 1-1 midway through the first. Vancouver regains its one-goal lead early in the second. Nathan Burns makes a great rush up the left wing side, blows past Cody Teal, and dekes out Dubik for his 8th of the season. 2-1 Giants at that point. But just over 2 minutes later, Connor Bleakley crosses the blue line and wires home his first ever Western Hockey League goal. Quite a moment for the Rebels' first-round Bantam draft pick as he beats Peyton Lee and ties this game at 2. Speaking of hot shots, check out this sizzler by Charles Inglis. He leans into one coming in off his off wing. Shades of Mark Messier. It's his second as a member of the Rebels, and it gives them a 3-2 lead in this one. Red Deer would get one more before the end of the second period. Tyson Ness fires on net and is stopped by Lee, but the rebound comes right onto the stick of Colton Mayer. He slams his 14th of the year into a wide open net. 4-2 Rebels after 40. And that would be your final score as the Rebels pick up the victory over the Giants.
We knew we had to come out hard. We were confident. We beat Prince George there and we played real well in Calgary. We were a confident group. We know that we had a real good practice. We just came out. We know that we were sticking to the details no matter what the score was, and it came out in our favor tonight.
Nice to see Inglis finally score a goal for the Rebels on home ice. He's definitely been rounding into form in recent games. Connor Bleakley's first ever goal, the big highlight of the game for the Rebels. He joins the likes of Alex Petrovic and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins in scoring his first goal as a 15-year-old.
I didn't really realize it went in until the boys started coming over towards me, and then, I don't know, it was just something special that I'll probably remember for the rest of my life.
A special night for Red Deer's Phaser family on Friday as the Tri-City Americans came calling, and the game itself turned out to be an absolute thriller. Here's Cam Moon with the call.
Mitch Topping, who hails from Red Deer, as does Derek Rickman and Justin Phaser. So 3 Red Deer guys from Tri-City into the corner, and the puck sent around left side to Huseman. Centered it to Shinneman. Good save made by Dubik. Rebound put wide. Dubik's lost his stick. On the right side, Huseman. Pass in front. The shot scores. Connor Rankin was just off the back door on the left side, and Dubik can leave it there to Dumba, but he gave it away. Puck in front of the net. A backhand save by Dubik. Rebound. Great save by Dubik. And now Dubik covering it up. Dubik had to make 3 saves. Drops it to McMaster. He'll shoot it. Saved by Dubik. And the rebound. Shot scores. It got hacked into the net. Somehow it was loose. It's a 2-0 Tri-City lead. On the right wing, Messier can't get it out. Inglis keeps it in. Pass across. Elson in front to Pearson. The shot scores! He's going to come down the right wing. He's got Miette with him. Here's Dumba. The shot. Save the rebound. Score! Coming in is Dumba. Dumba couldn't get a pass through. He gets it. He scores! Matt Dumba! He wins this thing in overtime.
The thing I'm most happy about is the way we dug in and showed the resilience we did in the third period. Down 2-0 against a team that's ranked 3rd in the country. It could have been a bit overwhelming. I thought our guys really did a good job staying focused and taking things one shift at a time. And in that situation, the next goal is huge, and our top guys, top line, stepped up there with a big goal for us.
Just worked out that Johnny was driving the net hard, and Charles threw it up to me in the high slot there, and I got to walk in on loan, and Johnny provided the screen there, and I was able to put it kind of glove high and just sailed in, and it was nice.
Perhaps the most exciting game of the season at the NMAC Centrium to date. Matthew Dumba with the third period and overtime heroics. Devin Dubik with an outstanding effort between the pipes, keeping his team in it. Not all was good for the Rebels on this night as they lost Adam Cambites late in the first period. He tried getting it out for a couple of shifts in the second, but the captain is going to be out of the lineup again for at least 6 weeks.
Well, it's just kind of an unlucky play. I mean, I haven't watched it yet, but just from what I remember, I just kind of tripped, and just the angle I went to the boards, I going in there pretty quick, and I've went to the boards feet first before, and unfortunately this time it ended up like it is now. So.
As we mentioned earlier, this was a big night for Red Deer's Fazer family. The Americans came into the game already with fourth-year forward Justin Fazer in their lineup, and the Rebels made the call from Midget AAA to bring in Scott Fazer, the younger brother, and that set up perhaps the first and only time these two brothers will play head-to-head.
Scott Fazer on the ice, up from the Red Deer Optimist Rebels, the younger brother of Justin Fazer.
I found out yesterday after practice. Obviously, I knew my brother was coming to town, but I let my family know, and everyone was pretty excited, and I couldn't wait to get on the ice.
It was kind of nice, especially at this age, with the age difference and stuff. It was just a good opportunity, and we'll remember it for the rest of our lives.
It's pretty exciting for our family. I know both boys are really excited about it, and so is Rhonda and I. Obviously, we're very proud. Both Rhonda and I are proud of both boys. They've worked hard, and it's nice. It's a special night for us tonight.
We were both late picks in the draft, and he made it as a 16, and for what he's done in this league as he wasn't expected to, but it kind of gives me an idea of what I can do, and helps me be confident in myself, and he's kind of led the way.
Played pretty good, it was good to see him out there, and it was, growing up, watching him, and then finally getting to play against him, it was pretty nice.
Something we'll remember for the rest of our lives. It's never happened before because he's 3 years older than me, but I'm going to talk to him after I shower up and see what he has to say about it.
I think we're cheering for two players and cheering for players instead of teams tonight.
Coming up after the break, highlights from the Rebels' 80s night tilt versus Brandon. The Rebels visit a local school for some floor hockey, and we tell you all about this special one-night-only jersey. We'll be right back. Southside Dodge Rebels This Week is presented by Southside Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Red Deer, Alberta. Welcome back to the show. Friday night's big win over Tri-City set up what Corey Clouston and Jesse Wallen both referred to as the biggest game of the season for their respective clubs. A Saturday night tilt here at the NMAX Centrium, the Rebels hosting the Brandon Wheat Kings. 80s night at the NMAX Centrium meant plenty of glow sticks in the crowd, not to mention some pretty gnarly costumes. With a win, the Rebels would tie Brandon for the final playoff spot in the East, and they would get the first goal from Turner Elson, who takes the pass and beats Corbin Bowes for his 17th of the year, 1-0 Red Deer. But Brandon would reply just 90 seconds later. Ryan Pullock with the point shot. He gets through the screen and eludes Devin Dubik. It's 1-1 midway through the first. Dying seconds of the period, Rebels can't clear it out. The puck finds its way onto the stick of Mark Stone. The Team Canada World Junior star nets his 32nd of the season with just 1.9 seconds left. Wheat Kings lead 2-1. On to the second, where the Wheat Kings would expand their lead to 3-1. Pullock with another point shot. This time, Michael Furlan tips it past Dubik. The Calgary Flames prospect gets his 27th of the season. That meant the Rebels would need another third-period comeback, and again it would be Matthew Dumba kickstarting that effort with a great pass over to Elson, who scores his second of the game and team-leading 18th of the year. Rebels cut their deficit to 3-2, but that would be all the third-period magic they could muster in this one. Brandon hangs on for the one-goal victory. They also hang on to sole possession of the 8th and final playoff spot in the East.
It is disappointing. It's, there were big 2 points on the line tonight. I thought we had a real good start to the game. The first 10 or 15 minutes, I thought we really played well and established the game that we wanted to play. And for the 25 minutes in the middle part of the hockey game, we got just careless with the puck. We made some real careless errors and spotted them a few goals. The first goal, a bit of a tough break. The puck went through us in our zone. We were out of position a little bit, but the second goal, to give up that goal with 2 seconds left on the clock, when you're in full control, you can't allow those things to happen.
Turner Elson doing his best to get the Rebels' third straight victory, but the Wheat Kings spoiled the party on 80s night. Sticking with the Bro Show theme, this time involving the same team, as Trace Elson got the call to fill the spot opened up by Adam Cambites' injury. He joined older brother Turner in the Rebels lineup on Saturday.
Being out on the ice with them is just like it's fun time, and we get to talk on the bench. He keeps me going. He gets me calms me down and everything, so it's good.
It's really cool. It's nice to see him out there. He deserves it. He's been working hard for it, and he looks good. Every time he was out there, he did things right and did the job. He played well as he could. Like, he didn't make a mistake out there, so I thought his mind was in the right spot.
He was just saying, keep calm. Like, when I go out there, don't get like discouraged. Don't let guys intimidate me, and just stay calm. And if I don't get as many shifts, just make sure I'm keeping myself going on the bench.
Just as it looked as though the Rebels were getting over their injury woes, they now are dealing with 5 veteran players out of their lineup. So as we take a look at the updated Eastern Conference standings, the Rebels, as we mentioned, 4 points behind Brandon, but they do hold 3 games in hand. John Person picking up a couple of points last week to maintain his team's scoring lead. Matthew Dumba riding a 6-game point streak after Saturday. Here's what's on tap this week for the Rebels. Tuesday night, they visit the dreaded Medicine Hat Tigers. Friday, they head up to Edmonton. And then on Saturday night, the Rebels play host to the red-hot Calgary Hitmen. Well, it's no secret that the Rebels do a lot for the Central Alberta community, and they have a ton of fun while doing it. This was never more evident than this past Thursday, as some of the boys visited St. Patrick's School for some Subway floor hockey.
Because I like the Rebels, and I have a season pass, and I have gone to every single one of their games.
Really fun because we got to play with the Rebels. I got my hockey puck signed by all of them.
It's good for the community, and it's all around just fun. Kids enjoy it, and you know what? It's fun for us to get out and do something for the kids.
It just reminds me back home in Rosetown when I was a kid, and they always have fun with it, so it's good playing floor hockey with them.
Today I played defense, actually, changed it up, and Dets went in net, and you know what, it was different. Definitely don't want to do it again, though. Stick to goal.
Went in net there for a bit, took Bolton's spot, and I was assisted by that quite a bit, and I didn't play too well.
Well, I think the one thing we can take out of this particular outing is that it's a good thing Bolton Pouliot plays between the pipes.
Yeah, you know, gets competitive out here, and you know, Hack took a fall there, and you know, and it's all a good day of fun.
Well, as you've noticed so far this episode, I'm wearing a brand new Rebels jersey, and it's all for a great cause this coming Saturday night. The Rebels have teamed up with Finning to raise money for Kidsport here in Red Deer. These jerseys will be worn by the Rebels during their game versus the Hitmen on Saturday. A silent auction will take place between the start of the game and the first intermission. Lucky fans will get to bid on these one-time only shirts, and then after the game, the Rebels players will take them off, sign them, and these lucky fans will get to take them home. All of the proceeds raised on Saturday will go to Kidsport.
We will finance up to $250 annually per child, so I mean, something like this is helping out 100 kids within the community to get active in sport.
Now, coming up soon on Southside Dodge Rebels this week, a rare one-on-one chat with Rebels owner and president Brent Sutter. Here's a preview.
So on that note, how impressed are you with his coaching staff, the work that Jesse and Bryce and Chris and crew have done to keep the ship afloat?
Well, they've done a great job, and you know, it's always a tough thing, and you know, and for me, it's just been, you know, support them, try to help them through it, but they're going through it for the first time too, you know, and so it's been a learning experience, a young coaching staff, and it's been a learning experience for them too, and it's been peaks and valleys with them too, and they, you know, and as an owner and have been there and gone through it in the past, you have to let them weather through it and allow them to grow through it, and hopefully through time everyone will be better for it.
Some great stuff from Brent. Look for that on an upcoming episode of our show. In the meantime, as always, we encourage you to check in with us on Twitter, Facebook, and online at rebelsthisweek.com. We'll see you next time.